one.
Yeah, we live.
Okay, let me switch it to comments.
Yeah, waiting on everyone to make it in. Welcome everyone to Bookworm Investment Club.
Yay!
And for those of you who are watching on my Beauty Cut Right channel, welcome to you guys too.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome. We're going to talk about penny stocks because that was a question that was asked. Was that last?
That was a request that we do have a conversation about penny stocks. And so what we decided to do is to talk about penny stocks, the pros and cons of them. And depending on how much feedback we get from you guys, we will continue to do this. And if you have a topic that you want us to talk about on Wednesday evening, we're here. All you have to do is put it in the comment section. I'll write it down and we'll talk about it on the next chat.
Good. Yep. So do we want to, well, I know there's two things we're going to discuss. Maybe I will share my experience first.
Yes. The reason why, hi Nancy, the reason why I wanted you to share your experience is because you do have Robinhood. And I don't know how many of our listeners or have Robinhood also. And I think that's how you got introduced to penny stocks, was through Robinhood?
Was through Robinhood. So long story short, guys, how Robinhood works is if you signed up for because it's like a brokerage account, an online brokerage account. If you signed up for it, it allows you to share a link so that you can get others to join. And what they do is they give you a free stock. Now, Marsha's going to explain how they're able to do that because like, how are they able to give you a free stock? Because that means they're giving me one and the person who signs up completes everything, they get a stock. What I do notice with Robinhood is they give you low cost stocks. In other words, kind of like penny stocks. An example like GameStop. That at that time it's not really a big money making business anyway, but it was in my it happened to be in my brokerage account. It was one of my free stocks that I've gotten. So my experience honestly has been, I want to say successful. It's been good. It's been good.
With the penny stock.
And mainly because I understand what you've taught. So
do you actually, with your penny stock, do you actually trade it or do you add more, build more shares in it, or how do you?
I do both. So right now, well, I don't want to say right now, at the beginning stage, it was because I'm looking at my account and I know everything that I was doing, but it was growing based off me sharing. So family members, those within YouTube, I mean, I'm going to share because I'm learning about investing too. So it was building with all of these different companies. Actually low-cost companies. And what I did was I went through all of them. It took me a while to get through all of them, to know what they were, know what businesses were that I was willing to continue to invest in, and those that I was not willing to stay in. What I did with the ones that I was like, no, I'd sell them after they allow me to be able to sell them. And then I reinvest that into a stock that I'll say two of them that Robinhood does give that are pretty good companies is Ford and GE. Or GM. Yeah. So that's exactly, I kept buying into Ford. That's what I did. So that's how I guess that's managing and reinvesting that money instead of really taking it for profit, because I'm not ready to do that yet. Long-term investing, want to compound interest, all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing with Robinhood. But they're all penny stocks. They're not all, but Ford is a good company.
And you know why, don't you?
Yes, I do. Knowing the news, you got to know what's going on. Hey, Central! Hey.
Yes, Dr. Crawford, how are you? Yes, and I must say that I am also interested in Ford simply because of the electric vehicle. And what they're doing, they're one of the manufacturers of the EVs, them as well as, and this is off topic because I know we're supposed to be talking about penny stocks, but Ford, of course, Tesla. And General Motors. You got NEO, all of these EV stocks that are going to be that are doing well and will be doing even better in the future. So yeah, keep that forward. Don't.
No, I know. It's a keep them. But that's my experience with Robinhood. Is I noticed that that's what the companies were. Some of them kind of on the fence about. Some of them I didn't even know what they were, what companies they were. So if you are on Robinhood, I would definitely say you need to look into them companies that they're giving you and make sure. Yeah.
And Kitty said she bought Ford over a month ago, and she's going to hold and also increase the number of shares that you have. So just a word. I shouldn't be saying that because I'm not supposed to be giving advice.
That's just enough for them to like, okay, I'm like, look, you guys know you're supposed to look into the companies that you're going to invest in.
Yeah. Let me do this disclaimer.
Yeah, go for it.
When I talk about companies, it's not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold for informational and educational purposes only. Got to stay out of court. Okay, let's get started. We're going to talk about penny stocks tonight because one of the young ladies asked us to do that. And so let's get started. Okay, so let me ask our people in our audience. When I say penny stocks, just put the bait on the line. You're right. When I talk about penny stocks, put a 1 in the chat if you think a penny stock is a stock that's less than a penny. Just put a 1.
If you think a penny stock is less than a penny.
A penny a share.
A penny a share.
Or if you think it's less than $1 a share, put a 2. Let's do it that way.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. A 1 that's less than a penny. What, less than $1? That's 1.
No, if it's less than a penny, put a 1. Less than $1, put a 2.
2.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what the definition of a penny stock is. Oh, 2. Okay. A penny stock is defined as any equity or any stock that's less than $5. Yep. That is a penny stock. And there are people that only trade and invest in penny stocks. And some people do quite well. Good for them. No, I mean, because look, there's so many ways to make money.
Yes.
If that's your thing, then I'd say go for it. If you've been successful in it, then fine. There are some pros and cons when it comes to investing in penny stocks. How do you get money? How do you get money? Oh, okay. We'll talk about that. So first, I'm just going to do 3 things, three cons and 3 pros about investing in penny stocks. And you can decide whether this is for you or not for you, and we'll go from there. So some of the positive aspects of investing in penny stocks is that it's inexpensive. It's really cheap in terms of price. So you can purchase a lot of shares of a stock with penny stocks. For example, if you had $500 that you wanted to invest, and let's say you wanted to buy some shares of Apple. Now, Apple ended up today at $125 a share. which is better than it was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
It was down to 118. So if you had $500, you could only buy 4 shares of Apple. Okay. On the other hand, if you were investing in penny stocks and say you had a penny stock that was 50 cents and you had $500 to invest, you can buy 1,000 shares. Psychologically, when you think about it, 1,000 shares of the stock versus 4, that's enticing. That's enticing. So that's the first thing, is that you can buy a lot of shares. The second thing is that when you buy a penny stock, a very small amount in the movement of a price up you can get big profits. And I'll give you an example of that. Let's go back to Apple. If you bought Apple, 4 shares of Apple, and the price went up to, let's say it's 125, it went up to 130. You just made a profit. That profit was $20. On the other hand, if you did the same thing with that penny stock, if you had that $500 and that 50 cent went up to, let's say $2.
$2, yeah.
You just made a big profit of $1,500. Y'all see the difference? So you can see that it's very enticing to get into penny stocks and to make money with penny stocks. And actually, there's some good companies that start off as penny stocks and grow into really nice companies. Hi, Emily.
Hey, Shanice.
So investing in penny stocks is not all bad. You just got to find the companies that's going to be, going to give you this money. So those are the 3 good things about investing in penny stocks. Let me give you 3 things that you really need to think about before you start investing in penny stocks. Okay. So the companies that are on the penny stocks are very small companies. They're startup companies. So it's very risky. They may make it. They may go bankrupt. So you can lose your money investing in penny stocks. And these penny stocks, the majority of them are not located on or not listed on major exchanges. You guys know the 2 major exchanges. Don't say anything, Nakia. I'm asking our audience. Okay, you can say. Okay, so what are the 2 exchanges, guys? It's 2 stock market exchanges. There's one located on the East Coast. That's the New York Stock
Exchange, and then the S&P 500. The NASDAQ, right? Okay.
So these are the 2 major U.S. exchanges. And most of the penny stocks are not located on these exchanges. They're located on what is called the over-the-counter markets, the OTCs. Because the 2 major exchanges have big time requirements in order for you to be listed on. That's right. In order to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange, there are requirements. One of the things that they require is money. You have to pay to be on those exchanges to get into the exchange. And then you still have to pay a yearly fee to stay on the exchange. So these small companies that are trying to, grow, it's going to be difficult for them to come up with the money to be on these exchanges. Okay. The next thing is that to be on these exchanges, you're going to be required to show your finances and to tell us how your company is running. And you cannot lie about it, because you cannot lie to the SEC. You will get into trouble. And so once again, if you're struggling to build a business and you you really don't want anyone to know about what your finances are, you probably don't want to be up there with the big boys. So you can stay down there in the over-the-counter exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
So the requirements are very strict. Now, the other thing is this: because they are penny stocks, they are so prone to price manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw this.
Example. AMC was an example.
We saw this with the small GameStop and AMC. And when I say price manipulation, well, some people can get together and say, you know what? We're going to buy the stock and we're going to keep buying all of the stocks. And what's going to happen to the price when people are buying the stock?
Mm-hmm.
The price of the stock goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And so then people start promoting this and other people started coming in. Meanwhile, the price is running up.
Mm-hmm.
The people at the bottom that started the price running up can decide, hey, we're going to take our profit and go.
Mm-hmm. Which is what I did.
Right. And so this is like what is called a pump and dump. You run the price up and then you take your profit and the price goes down. And people that got in at this top are SOL because they're going to lose their money. So, and that's very, very risky. So I don't have that type of risk tolerance, and I know that. So I don't deal with penny stocks, but yeah, those are the three reasons why I don't really want to invest in penny stocks. The other thing is that they're required to tell us they have to communicate with their investors, and they have to be truthful with what they're communicating. And sometimes they may not want to tell the truth. Mm-hmm. And if they're not telling the truth, then we as investors and as long-term investors, we analyze these stocks. And if you give us false information, that's not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this has a lot to do with analyzing the company. We're saying stocks, but it's a company. So if you're going to invest in a business, what do? You want to know how the business runs, how it operates, earnings, all of those different things. So that's what she means by it. Because sometimes we would think, well, you talk about me because I'm only investing. I'm not doing the business part, but you do need to know that.
You need to know about the revenues. You need to know about how profitable the company is. You need to know about how much debt they have. Mm-hmm. So it's being able to analyze the company with truthful information. And we're not the only ones to do this. The analysts do this to the professional people. So if they don't have that information, they could be giving out false information too.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Mm-hmm. Kitty says, can you trade or buy penny stocks from all brokerages? I'm not sure, to be quite honest. I deal with Fidelity, Vanguard, and TD Ameritrade. So I don't know for sure. With Robinhood you can though.
Yeah, Robinhood you can. I think it's like you have to actively, because you don't actively invest in penny stocks. So to know what brokerage, I would believe that they allow you to buy whatever stock you want.
Well, let me say this. There are some penny stocks that are on the New York Stock Exchange, and there are some that are on the NASDAQ. Mm-hmm. So don't take this for the truth, but I am sure that the brokerage houses can allow you to invest in penny stocks. Yeah.
And like you said, with some penny stocks, like they're five. Somebody said five below when they said it. I was thinking about
$5 and below.
$5 and below. For example, Ford, is that an example of one that is?
No, Ford is not a penny stock. Not
Okay.
right now. I'm looking at it. Whoa, they
Yeah.
took off.
Yeah.
Ford is up to $12.27.
Yeah.
But there have been, I'm
Wow.
sure they have been, their prices have been lower than that.
Yes. When I got it, that stock was at $4.
Then it was a penny stock.
Yeah, I got it. I got one share of it that was given to me for free for someone signing up, and that was just what they gave me at that time. And it shot up, and then it went back down to $4 or $3, and I bought more because of what I was learning about Ford and what they were changing and doing. And we're talking about the electric cars, and it's something else that they're doing too. And I bought more shares of that. So now it's at $12 a share.
Yep. So what you're doing is with your accumulation and how you're accumulating your stocks, it's called, you're buying on the dip when it drops. That's when you're buying. That is one way that we learn how to build stocks in our portfolio, is to do buy on the dips. And the other way is to dollar cost average, which means that you're buying a certain amount every month, regardless of stock. Yeah. And that's one of the things I like to do is, because I'm watching the stock market now, I will buy on the dip, just like the last 2 days when the market kind of
went really, dropped.
I bought some shares then because I got them cheaper.
That on the dip, what's the thing you use this to a lot? When you say you buy on the dip, in other words, that means stocks are
lower. You're buying the stock at a lower price. So if you initially bought the stock at let's say $50 a share, and then because the stock prices go up and down. And you have a day like yesterday and say the price of the stock went down to $25, then you can buy more shares that way. Now, you have to be careful when you do that, though, when you're buying on the dip, because you have to know that this dip is market wide. It's not something that is happening with the particular stock.
Okay, right.
So, yesterday we had the drop, and Monday we had the drop. The whole market was down. So it was a good time to buy additional shares.
It's like stocks on sale, but isn't this different than on the dip?
No, this is what it is. Buying the dip. Okay. They're on sale temporarily. Yeah, because the market came right back up today.
It did. Made all of that money I thought I was going to lose. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? But you can't, when you're investing, what's that? You can't let your emotions get too wrapped up.
Yeah, because the stock prices move up and down and up and down. And one of the ways to stay more focused and not get too emotional, and we talked about this all the time, is to have your investment plan in place. What are you going to do? How are you going to build? And plans will keep you from getting emotionally, becoming an emotional wreck. And I'm not saying you won't feel a tinge there, because I certainly did on Monday. Like, oh my gosh. But it's like, okay, center. What are you going to do with this? This is an opportunity. Okay, let's take advantage of that opportunity. Yeah. And that's because my plan is in place. I know what I'm going to be doing. Yes.
I know for me, I do that same thing too. Or sometimes before I even make a decision, I'll wait. Because I remember you always say what comes down is going to go up.
It's going to go back up eventually.
It's going to go eventually. So maybe watching it, or you may have to.
And I know people aren't like me. People can't sit down and watch the market, day in and day out. But I have that opportunity to do that, and that's what I do. I see a few questions here. Nancy talked about ARC.
Did they? On
Mhm.
Squawk Box.
So Nancy, tell me what you know about ARC. I absolutely like Kathy Woods.
You
She
do?
is, she is everyone I follow for stocks now definitely showed all the loss. But they said hold or buy. Yep. Dr. Crawford said that she had a freak moment. Yeah. And yeah, it happens. It happens. But you gather yourself up and you talk to yourself, because trust me, when you're an investor, you will talk to yourself. You will learn to talk to yourself, because sometimes you have to talk yourself down.
No.
And it's okay. But then say, okay, Marsha, what was your plan? What's on your plan? Let's follow the plan. So
what do you know about the market too? That's a big key too.
Yes. Okay. So she is a female owner. Yes. She is the CEO of ARK Investments. On ARK Investments, there are 5 different ETFs, which are exchange traded funds. And I have them all here on my board. Because I like her as a CEO. I like her as an investor. If any of you all have a chance, and you can look up Kathy Woods on YouTube and listen to her on a couple of her videos. She is, yes, she was the one that said Tesla is going to be a big deal going forward, and she was in on this 4 years ago. So she's a dynamite lady. Yeah.
It's good to know there's other women out here talking about other companies and stock analysts. Yeah, it's good to see that.
So her name is Kathy Wood, ARK, ARK, Invest. Would you consider? Oh, okay. Now we're talking Bitcoin. I don't know too much about that coin. Because when I do invest, I just do Bitcoin. I don't go with anything else, because that's what I know. That's what I'm comfortable with. Yeah.
What do you buy a Bitcoin under? Do you buy it under your brokerage, or is it a different?
No.
It's a different.
With Bitcoin, I buy it from Cash App.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You did.
And then I have a wallet. I don't keep it in Cash App.
Right, you should
do that. So you have to have a wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, and then I transfer when I buy it off Cash App. I transfer it to my wallet, and it's safe there.
It's safe there. So you're still getting into Bitcoin yourself too?
I'm dibbling and dabbling. Can you quickly give tips on new investors on how to start? Or did I miss that session? Okay, Mel C, when you talk about how to start, tell me what you are.
Or where are you in the
Yeah, I mean, when you say where to start, there are many places, there are many steps that you want to go through. And I think one of the important things is that you have to ask yourself, why is it I want to invest? What am I doing this for? And then, of course, there's steps about learning about the market and the different terminology of the market, like we talked about exchanges, indexes, and then there's learning the type of investor that you are, because that's the type of portfolio you're going to build, the type of stocks out there, growth stocks, value stocks, income stocks. So it's a lot, but if you just take it a little bit at a time and learn a little bit at a time, then you'll be on your way. But why you want to invest, and then you're going to have to need some stocks. So you need to make a watch list of companies that you would like to own. You have to set up your brokerage account. You have to start funding that account so that you'll have money in that account. And then you decide that you want to buy a stock. Here at Bookworm, everybody that buys a stock does what first?
Do a stock analysis.
You got to do a stock analysis to see if that company is worth your money. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the same thing if you somehow find yourself using Robinhood through family member, or even if it's through me, or just hearing about it, you still, even if you get a free stock, you should still do a stock analysis.
Yeah, and it's not a hard process. Something that we teach at Bookworm with all of our clients and in our book, our investment club, because we do have an investment club every month. Hey, Katrina, hi, welcome. Yeah, we have an investment club that we do stock analysis in our investment club, and we help each other build our portfolios. So, yeah. They did good today. Oh, Bitcoin did good today. Did it go back over 50,000? I didn't check it.
Let me check. Did it go back over?
Okay. Mel C, did I answer your questions when it comes to giving tips for new investors?
Oh, wait, there it is.
Okay. Yes.
She said thank you. It was very helpful.
Okay.
Depending on where you are, but we should be asking how many of you already have a brokerage account. That's the first step, isn't it? Yeah. Deciding who your brokerage account is going to be, and then y'all know, come over here with us. We'll tell you what to do next.
At Bookworm. Yeah, we talk about brokerage accounts and finding the right brokerage account for you too. I always say, and nothing against Robinhood, but if you're going to go with a brokerage account, go with the top, go with the best. So, because even though you may be with Robinhood, eventually you're going to want to go to another place where you're going to get better service. You'll be able to do more research. And my 3 that I recommend are either Fidelity,
I did
TD Ameritrade, and now Charles Schwab is merging with TD Ameritrade, so they'll be as one eventually, probably by the end of this year. Yeah.
And what do you think about your individual bank? What's some things like you would look into? Well, I already know TD Ameritrade and Fidelity. Let's just say that. Let's keep it simple. Go to the top.
I start with the top.
Go with the top. But I do have one with my bank, but I also have Chase. I have Chase, but I also have TD Ameritrade and now Robinhood. So I have the 3. The 3
and
times.
You know what, guys? You may end up, when you do this, and I'm just speaking from experience, you may have more than one brokerage account, and it's okay. Yeah. I have more than one because they all serve a different purpose. One brokerage account is strictly for my dividend growth stocks. One is for my growth stocks, and one is where I have my 401k. So you will find yourself with more. You may find yourself with more than one brokerage account. The third one was Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, and
Fidelity.
And I hear Ally is good too. Now, my daughter had an Ally account, and she switched over to TD Ameritrade. Though.
Right. Yeah. Someone said Chase is really good. I have to say Chase is really good. When I started it, I think it was a couple of months I had free where there was no commission fee. And then all of a sudden commission fees were taken out.
Oh, I was going to say, I know they don't have a commission fee.
Yeah, they don't have a commission. Yeah, they don't have but when I started, they had a small commission fee, but they gave you a certain amount of time where you can still trade and buy stocks and things without a commission fee. And then around the time where that time for me was up, everybody had already decided that they weren't having so that's what happened with with Chase. It just dropped the whole commission thing, and now I can do as I please, but still.
Okay.
But it's pretty good. Did you miss that? It looked like it had a glitch for a second.
For a minute, yeah, but you came right back on.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I have TIAA Craft for Work. Okay, Fidelity, Coinbase, hanging on to Robinhood for the ease to navigate. Okay, yeah. So let me ask you this, guys. Any more questions about penny stocks? I don't want to. Let me just check and see if anyone has any other questions about penny stocks. Or do we have any investors here that do own penny stocks?
Besides me.
And what has been your experience? Good, bad?
Yeah.
Robinhood Stash. Okay.
And Public.
I never heard of Public. Is that new? Is Public new? It has to be new.
It might be new. I know Stash is somewhat new. I just got into Stash too, Wanda. So awesome. I hope you're enjoying it because I'm still learning that.
Yeah. When you get into your brokerage accounts, there is so much to learn. And I still continue to learn and find new stuff on TD Ameritrade. So, yeah.
She says she's also getting ready to move from Robinhood. That's why I got Stash, because I was going to see like moving from there. It's like, it's too much. I'm just going to move what's in
the Boss Lady account.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going from Robinhood to my TD Ameritrade account. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just use the Robinhood just for, like she said, someone said that for the ease of navigation, and because they do have some things that are easy for a person that's more mobile apt. But yeah.
Okay, so Barbara says she owns penny stocks and she's making money. So awesome. People make money with penny stocks, and if that's your thing, that's okay. As long as you're making money and you understand the risk.
The risk involved with penny stocks. And she mentioned it, and it has everything to do with analyzing and understanding the company you're investing in.
So I'm not sure how long Public has been around. Yeah, I've not heard of Public. So as I said, guys, we want to come on every Wednesday if we have enough people that are interested in talking and just do an investor chat. I'd like to find out what topics you guys like to hear about or like to talk about. And that's how we'll schedule things based on one, if we have an audience, and two, if you're wanting to let us know, okay, let's talk about this next time. And I'll do a little bit of research and bring some information on board that can help you with your investing.
Yep. Tomorrow starts the dividend growth stocks workshop. That's a 2-day workshop, guys. It starts at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And you want to tell us what you're going to be talking about in that one?
Yes. Okay. So first, let me tell you the story.
Yay, stories.
I've always been invested in growth stocks. That's just my thing. I like technology, and that's what I invest in. But late last year, I started reading about dividend growth stocks. Yes, I have some dividend stocks in my portfolio, but I never really knew about dividend growth stocks because there's a difference. And when I started doing that research, I was like, this is something that I need to be adding to my portfolio. And so I have been on this journey and educating about how dividend growth stocks could be very valuable to us and very profitable in our portfolio. So now I'm letting people know everybody should have some dividend growth stocks in their portfolio. And so we're going to be having a 2-day workshop tomorrow and Friday. And I'm going to talk about the basics, some of the things you have to know about dividend growth stocks, where to find them. I'm I'll talk about how to evaluate dividend growth stocks, how they help us build our portfolios. So I invite you to go to the website. That's the screen right there. And join me Thursday and Friday for the workshop, and bring your notepads, because it's going to be a lot of information, but it will be very helpful with you as you go on this investing journey.
Awesome. Awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying these, because I know I am.
But we don't keep you long. It's these don't last 30, 40 minutes at the most.
Yeah, we'll keep it around that. So you guys know you can still comment in wherever you're watching us from. Just comment and let us know what you'd like for us to talk about next. Otherwise, we're just going to brain dump on you what we know to help you. But yeah, like Marcia said, we really would like to know what it is you want us to talk or help you guys or educate you guys on. So you can comment now, or you can comment after this video is up. We'll come looking for those questions, because that's exactly what we did.
We look for the questions.
Yeah, we look for the questions, and we look to make sure that we at least are talking about a topic we think everybody probably wants to know. Because if one person asks, probably there's many. Yeah, they have the same question. Yeah.
And you'd like to know more about mutual funds and index funds? Okay. Okay, exchange traded funds, index and ETFs. And also you can go to if you're on Facebook, go to the business page on Facebook, and we're very active on there. So if you have a question there, drop a question there that you'd like to talk about on the Wednesday night chat. And we'll do that.
Oh, see, that's what we got questions.
Oh, Nancy, come to the workshop, because that is one of the questions we answer. That is about the ex-dividend date, exit date, declaration date. We'll talk all about that. What do I think about Victory Capital? I don't know what Victory Capital is.
Yes. Other than I'm thinking that's a part of a TV show I've seen. I've heard someone speak about Victory Capital. Okay. Is that maybe she'll let us know what that is.
Yeah.
Phyllis, thanks for telling us. What are we asking us? Help us know what that is.
Bullying also. Bullying?
God, why do I know what that means?
I don't know. I have to look that one up. Bullying? Okay. Okay, guys. I think that's it. What time is it? That's good enough.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know that you can be someplace else besides here. So I appreciate the time that you're spending with us. I hope that we can teach you something, that you can learn something about investing, and keep investing. Small, simple steps. You can do this. Yes. And we can help.
We're going to help you guys. So hope to see you guys tomorrow. Just go to the website. Hope to see you guys there, and get to see you guys next week, next Wednesday too. Phyllis is talking about retirement and 401k. I, for one, would love for us to talk about this topic soon. So yes, thank you for that. So that's it.
All righty.
All right, guys. Love you.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And Friday. And next Saturday. No, not Saturday. Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. We might.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.